I'm going to share the number one thing that has kept me stuck in business, and I bet it's the thing that's keeping you stuck too. So I've purchased course after course promising to help me sell like a superstar and market like a maven. And I've even consumed all of the free workshops and webinars that I could handle. And after all of that, I learned one thing. None of this matters if your mindset is what is truly keeping you stuck. And the kicker is the vast majority of the time, the mindset is what's keeping you stuck. So you can have the best strategies, the perfect sales funnels, all of the most polished marketing materials. And don't get me wrong, all of those things are absolutely important. But if your mindset isn't in the right place, if that little voice in your head is still whispering that you're not enough, this won't work for you, then no amount of tools or tips is going to help you move forward. And here's the thing. We often don't even realize that it's our mindset that is the issue, right? I didn't. I thought I just needed more knowledge, more techniques. I thought that if I could just figure out the right formula that I would suddenly have success. So I signed up for all of the courses and the coaching programs. Does any of that sound familiar? Maybe you've done the same. I remember one time I invested in this high ticket program because I truly believed it was going to be the thing that pushed me over the edge into massive success. The founder is a big name in the industry. The community is high energy, but months went by and I still wasn't seeing the results I wanted. I thought, what is wrong with me? I have everything I need. Why isn't it clicking? The answer was mindset. I had all the tools, but I wasn't using them to their full potential because that voice in my head kept saying, you're not ready. You're not the kind of person who can make this happen. Hit the like button if you can relate to that. So maybe you've been there too. Maybe you're there right now. But the truth is you are that person. You just haven't allowed yourself to fully believe it yet. Perhaps imposter syndrome is standing in your way. Now, I know the experts are going to tell you that they've cracked the code. They've tested their programs. It's like no other program out there. They claim to have exactly what you've been missing. I know, I've heard it all 1,000 times as well. Here's the truth. Their programs probably do have very unique aspects, and they're certainly the one and only of them. But that's not where your success comes from because they can't teach you to be you. They don't help you work through the traps in your mind that try to keep you stuck. So what do I mean by that? It's those moments when self-doubt creeps in. Maybe you feel like you're not good enough, that you've been comparing yourself to everybody else, or maybe you're questioning if you're even capable of building the business that you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's that you tell yourself the story that it's just not your time right now. You'll be able to do this when. Those are traps. It's when you sit down to work and your brain starts reminding you of all the times you've tried before and you didn't see the results you wanted. It's when you compare yourself to someone else and think, I'll never get there. That's when your mind is holding you hostage. It's convincing you that no matter what you do, it won't be enough. The problem isn't you. It's the stories your mind keeps telling you. And that is something that you can change. So let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you've hit a wall in your business, like no matter what you do, you can't seem to break through to the next level? I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself, is it because you're missing some critical piece of knowledge, or is it because your mindset is holding you back? Is there a fear there that's been masquerading as a reason? 9 times out of 10, it's that little inner voice, and it can be stubborn. But the good news is you can shift it. It's your voice. You get to have control over it. We've just got to learn how. I saw a quote recently that really hit home for me. I think it might resonate with you too. It's by Lisa Kelly, and it goes, "Be patient with yourself. Nothing in nature blooms all year." If you know me, you know that being in nature is my happy place. So when I saw this quote, it really stood out. So if you think about it, even nature takes its time. Flowers don't bloom year round. Trees shed their leaves in the fall. Everything has its season. So why do we expect ourselves to be in full bloom 24/7? We are so hard on ourselves as entrepreneurs, constantly feeling like we're not doing enough, not succeeding fast enough. But growth, like real growth, takes time. And in those quiet seasons, those moments when it feels like nothing is happening, that's when the mindset work is the most powerful. So how do we shift our mindset? How do we stop letting those stories run our lives? One thing that has helped me is getting really curious about my thoughts. When that voice tells me you're not good enough, I don't just accept it as truth anymore. I ask myself, is this true? Where is this belief coming from? And often it's an old belief, something that I picked up years ago that no longer serves me, but it's been playing on repeat in my mind, and I didn't even realize it. I hadn't even thought to question it. Another key is to surround yourself with people who remind you of your potential when you forget. This is why community is so powerful. When you're in a group of like-minded people who are all working on their mindset and reinforcing that you're not in this alone. We all have doubts, all right? But together we can challenge those doubts and move forward. And being in it together doesn't end up feeling so lonely. Here's something else. We celebrate the small wins. Yes, I know you've heard me say this before if you've been with me for a while, because it's so powerful. Every step you take towards changing your mindset, towards believing in yourself more fully, is a win. Did you catch yourself in a negative thought today and decide to reframe it? That's a win. Did you take action in your business even though part of you was scared? Another win. It's not about perfection. It's about that progress. The reality is you already have what it takes, the strategies, the courses. They can help, but only if your mindset is aligned with where you want to go. You are enough, exactly as you are. And when you step into that belief, when you allow your mind to support the success instead of the sabotage, everything changes for you. So let's take this journey together. Let's stop searching for answers outside of ourselves and start looking inward, because that is where your true power lies. As you step into the rest of your day, carry with you the thought that mindset isn't a one-time fix. It is a daily practice, and you are capable of rewriting the stories that are holding you back. If this resonated with you, I'd like to invite you to my next Dream, Define, Do workshop, where we create the plan for your next step towards your work and life success. But more importantly, we clear all of the mental blocks. I'm dropping the link in the description.